Here now live.
Hey. Hi guys, let me know when they start coming on. Hello to my Facebook people. Welcome. Welcome to my live. So today is Father's Day and I want to say happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I am your diva chef Simone Walker Barrett. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm inspired by Mexican food, so I'm fusing it with the Jamaican food that I like to eat. Well, my family and I like to eat. So we're doing a Jamexican fiesta. Alright, so we're gonna start off by making a margarita. A margarita is American Mexican inspired drink. It's a blended drink. It's similar to a smoothie, but it usually have tequila and lime juice and ice, and I'm gonna do that for you today with some jackfruit and mango. Remember I said I'm mixing it up. So I love jackfruit and I also love mango, and mango is in season, so that's going to be our margarita. Let me know where you're watching from. Alright, so I'm just going to wait until a few more people come on and then we get into making our margarita. It's hot, summer is up on us, it is so hot, so we need something cool. So I thought about the margarita. I'm showing you how to make it. You could make this from scratch like I'm doing today, or you can make it from a margarita mix. I'm just going to pour it into the glasses that we drink from at home. You're at home, you do whatever you want, all right? You make the rules when you are at home. So let me know where you're watching from. I'm gonna start making the margarita. So we need some lime juice, and I'm adding just 2 teaspoons of lime juice. I'm gonna add some syrup in for sweetness, and this syrup has ginger in it, just a little bit. So you can always add the syrup according to your taste. Then I have jackfruit that with the seeds removed, and I have some mangoes that I cut up. So I'm gonna just put everything into the blender.
Cheryl Jenkins says hi.
Hi Cheryl, thanks for tuning in. We're making margarita my way. Today we're doing a Jamexican fiesta. It's Father's Day. I want to say happy Father's Day to all the fathers. So in the blender I have some syrup for sweetness, I have lime juice, I have jackfruit, and I have mango. And now I'm adding some spring water.
Claudette Fennel Summers watching from Cayman.
Hi Claudette, thanks for tuning in.
Demar here watching from Bermuda.
Hi Damar, thank you for tuning in. So water is in our blender with jackfruit. For those who are joining, we're doing a Jamexican fiesta, and I'm starting you off with a margarita. So this is jackfruit, syrup, lime juice, and mango. I'm gonna blend it and come right back.
Moya Davidson says hi.
Hi Moya.
Good evening, Andrea from Ensom City. Andrea from Ensom City.
Welcome, welcome. Okay, so for the next part of the margarita, you need some ice. So I'm going to add and just take some ice out of the fridge. I'm going to add this to cool the drink down.
Moya Davis is watching from Antigua.
Welcome Moya, thanks for tuning in.
mango optional?
Definitely, if you want to use jackfruit only, that's fine. Okay.
Dolores Thompson says, hi, Mrs. Barrett.
Hi, Dolores Thompson. Welcome. All right, so this is our fresh margarita. I just poured some rum in there because I don't have any tequila, because we're doing a Jamaican fiesta, you know, and so we're doing jackfruit, we're doing mango. So for the person who asked if the mango was optional, you can use whatever fruit you like to make the margarita. If you like pineapple, passion fruit, whatever you like, go ahead. I like mango, so I'm using mango, so cheers to you.
Nishika Brown Norris says, hey, auntie.
Hey, Nishika.
Nishika is watching
This
from
is
Texas.
so good. So I'm gonna just pour some for my camera people so that they can go and sip.
Lady Lion 223 says she just subscribed to your YouTube channel.
Thank you, Lady Lion. Oh, and for those of you who didn't know, we have a YouTube channel. It's called Next in Food. This is where I'll be posting all my beloved Jamaican food that my family and I love to eat and more. So go over there and subscribe to, it's called Next in Food. So just type Next in Food, one word, in the search bar in YouTube, and then click the subscription button to get all the recipes when I post them. Also, turn on your notifications so you can be notified.
Kay is saying, hey, chef.
Hey, Kay.
Nishika Brown Norris watching from Texas.
Hey, Nishika.
Claudette Fennell Samuels says, looks yummy. Cheers.
Thank you so much. Cheers to you too, Claudette. So, you know, when the seasons are in, so Otaheite apple, any fruit can be used to make the margarita. Now, if you were in Mexico, they would have put it in the margarita glass, which looks like a little goblet, I like to say. They would put some salt around the rim. I don't like salt with my fruits, so I'm leaving the salt out. Cheers to everybody who's watching.
Jules, thanks for the Parmesan Festival on YouTube.
You're welcome, Jules. Remember now, guys, you must subscribe, share, tell your friends to share. Also, so let's go into the Mexican, the Jamaican dinner.
Dolores
Alright.
Thompson is watching from Atlanta.
Hi, Dolores Thompson. Speak up yourself, Dolores Thompson. Alright, guys, so I am making a tamale. You know what a tamale is? Well, if you don't know, I'm going to tell you. A tamale is like what we call blue draws. Alright? So it's a Mexican staple. Depending on where in Mexico you are, it is usually made with corn that is treated with lye and then ground into a meal they call masa. Now, in other parts of the world, they also have tamales, like in Africa, and they make it with ground provision. In parts of Mexico, they also make it with ground provision, and today I'm making it with a combination of banana and ripe plantains. So in my food processor, I am adding 2 green bananas. Don't be afraid to peel green bananas now. No, for those of you who live abroad, it's very easy to find the masa meal. Look into your supermarket. It's not easy to find on this side of the world, so I like to just do it with other stuff like what I'm doing today. So in here, green banana goes in, and I'm going to just chop it up. Okay. And then, and you can make this with cassava as well. It goes very, very well with anything. Cassava is amazing. Now for those people who are gluten-free and you know you want something else, this is a nice alternative. So tamale is made with either masa or banana, plantain, cassava, dashin, toya, and seasonings, and then you wrap it in banana leaf or corn husk, and then you steam it. Today we're going to be wrapping in banana leaf and also foil. Let me just get these out the way.
Althea Reed is watching from Florence Hall.
Hi Althea, welcome. So in here I have both green banana and ripe plantain, and I'm just going to mix the two together. Some cornmeal. These recipes will eventually go up on the channel. Just give me a little time. This is half cup of cornmeal mixed with 1 cup of hot water and 1/4 cup of butter. Because we're using starch, we need some fat to cut through the starch and to add some flavor. But you must soak the cornmeal because you know how cornmeal is. As I said, this was half cup of cornmeal with 1 cup of hot water, and this is what it looks like. So I'm going to add it into the food processor. If you don't like cornmeal, that's fine. You can leave it out. I love cornmeal. I find it very nutritious. So I try to use it a lot, and it's very inexpensive.
Louise Herman Jackson watching from Poughkeepsie.
Hello, my mother. Welcome. I'm doing a Jamexican fiesta. Alright, I want to make sure that I scrape the side down, and I want to taste it. Make sure it's seasoned. It needs a little bit more salt. Just going to add some kosher salt in, just a little bit. You want to taste all the parts, all the layers of your food. Alright. Now, this is the consistency of the tamale. Don't panic. This is what it should look like. When you cook, all of this is going to get firm because this is starch, and starches do what? Starches gelatinize, so all of this is going to get nice and firm.
Kay is asking what other seasonings were added.
Oh, just salt and butter, because I'm going to serve it with some goat meat, and the goat meat is packed with all the savory seasoning like cumin and coriander and cinnamon, you know, so you don't need to put too much seasoning in here. So this is what I'm going to do. For those of you who watch the dukuno, remember that? We're going to be applying the same technique. Now you can make them as big as you want, and you can also fill them. Okay, if you're going to, let me show you how you fill it. So you spread like about 3/4 of a cup of the mixture on to the banana leaf. This here is chicken. This is just regular roast chicken. I took it off the bone. You can put some chicken inside.
Serena Wallace says the food looks good.
Hi Serena, thank you for tuning in. Alright, I forget to prep my cheese, but I have just a little bit of Parmesan cheese here. Just add some cheese. Cheese is optional, but I'm just showing you that you can fill it and then you enclose it. See that?
Lisa.
Just like that.
Lisa is asking, does it taste the same as Blue Jaws?
Oh no, this is savory. So I use Blue Jaws as a reference because I feel that you guys would be able to relate to that. But Blue Jaws is a dessert. It has sweet spices. This is savory. It doesn't have any sweet spices. So in that regard, it's going to taste totally different. All right, so this one is stuffed. Just want to make sure that you wrap it. I think my foil, they're a little bit too big, so I'm going to make them smaller. All right, so let's go again. So banana leaf goes down, and you take about 3/4 of a cup of the banana, plantain, and what else did we put in there? Banana, plantain, and what?
Cornmeal.
Cornmeal with butter and salt. And I'm adding just a little bit of cheese. It's a little Parmesan cheese. Parmesan cheese has a nice, and this is real Parmesan cheese, it has a nice tangy bite. All right, so you fold it over to enclose, and then you overlap again. Then we come in with the foil. All right, and then we roll. And I don't know what's going on with me and the foil today. Is it guys too big or it's too small? When this happens, guys, don't panic. You're in charge. You can always fix it.
Michelle Fluffy Williams, good evening from the UK.
Hi, Michelle. Thank you so much for tuning in. Just clean that one up. So these two, they're stuffed. And then we're going to do a couple more without the stuffing. So here we go. For Michelle who is just joining, we are doing a Jamexican fiesta. And since you're just joining, I'm going to show you what we're doing again. So this is tamale. This is made with plantain and green banana, cornmeal, butter, and salt. I'm showing how you can put the meat on the inside of the tamale. And so we're going to overlap with the foil, overlap again, and the foil gives us protection. All right, the foil allows everything to stay in. So
Michelle says thank you.
you're very welcome. These are going to be cooked by steam, just the way we cook our dukuno. You guys remember that? So for the person that asked, the dukuno is used for a dessert, while the tamale that I'm doing this evening is used as the stuffed ones. They're an entree, and the unstuffed ones, I'm using those as a side dish, and I will serve the meat over these. So my steamer is going. I'm going to put these in. Can you guys see? This is the steam basket. Same one I used for the dukuno. Can't pack it too much, it doesn't hold a lot. So water is at the bottom. As a matter of fact, I think it needs a little bit more water. And the basket sits over the water. The water creates the steam, and the steam cooks the product in the basket. And in this case, the steam is cooking the tamale. I have about one more tamale, so I'm just going to make it up. Can't waste any food in this time. So let me just grab a piece of foil. All right, guys, talk to me. Let me know where you're watching from. And remember to share. And for those of you who are new, we ask you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's called Next in Food. All right, so one last tamale to go. And for those who are wondering, a tamale is a Mexican staple. It is mostly made with masa meal, and it is cooked in a corn husk, and it can be cooked with the filling or without the filling. It can also be made into a dessert. There are also sweet tamales, but they're more savory tamales than sweet. All right, so this is our final tamale. All right, guys, so the party is building. It's building. Bear with me. So now, I'm just gonna wash my hands. Let me put my apron on.
We have Swain from Mandeville.
Hi Swain, welcome. Alright guys, so Swain, we're doing a Mexican fiesta. First thing we made today was a jackfruit and mango margarita. Very simple. Fresh jackfruit, fresh mangoes, some lime juice, a little bit of syrup for sweet, water and ice, and that gets blended, and this is what it looks like. Our second dish was the tamale, and a tamale is a Mexican staple. It's a Mexican dish. And since we're doing Mexican today, we had to put the tamale in. So now I'm going to show you how to make some salsas. Alright guys, so we're going to be making a copper salsa. For those of you, if you get the chance to travel and go to Mexico, they're really big. Their cuisine is fresh, it's very simple. It reminds me of a lot of the stuff that we eat here in Jamaica. They just prepare it different. And that's how cuisines are, that's how cultures are. Anybody have questions for me?
We have Kerry from Linstead.
Who is that?
Kerry from Linstead.
Hi Kerry.
Excuse my flawless says, oh my, I wish I was there to get some of the margarita.
It's very easy, make some today. Any fruit. It's mango time, so I'm pushing the mango. A Julie mango is great, or those big red mangoes. Those are great. Black mangoes, they're awesome. They have a lovely flavor. All you need is mango flesh, water, ice, a little syrup, and some lime juice, and some rum or tequila. You can put a pinch of salt in it. I don't like salt with my fruit, but a true margarita usually have some salt in it, and you just blend it away. And cheers to you guys.
I have Sharida from Kingston.
Who is that?
Sharida from Kingston.
Hello, Sharida from Kingston. Welcome. Alright guys, so we have 3 salsas, and salsa just means sauce. They can be smooth, they can be raw, and they can be cooked, and they can be chunky. So I have 2 raw salsas, and I have 1 smooth salsa, and I'm going to walk you through all of them one by one. Okay, so this one is very simple. I love this one, and this one goes nicely with fish. All this is Scotch bonnet pepper, red. Oh God, I could kick myself. Scotch bonnet, they're never red. This is yellow and green, and this is white onions. And what I'm going to do, lime is a big part of the Mexican cuisine. Lime just makes everything taste fresh. So I'm squeezing some lime juice and just adding some salt. It's that simple. What do this remind you of? Kind of remind you of our escovitch, right guys? Yeah. When you get a chance to travel and really look at the food, you realize how similar everything is, how much food cross borders, but what is unique is how people use the same ingredients in a different way. Any questions?
Kay said, I used Bombay mangoes to make juice recently. Absolutely no sugar or syrup was needed. Tasted so good.
Oh yes, Bombay is the bomb. That mango, no wonder why the tree is so big and tall and it's so hard to pick. But that mango is awesome. So this is our first salsa, and this is an onion and Scotch bonnet. So I just slice some onions, squeeze some lime juice on it, and flavor it with some salt. And this reminds me of our escovitch. This is absolutely awesome with fish, guys. Not the frozen variety. a nice fresh roast or fried fish. This goes very well with that. Okay, so salsa number 1 is done. Salsa number 2, this we call a pico de gallo. This is a tomato salsa. I have yellow tomatoes, red tomatoes. I have a little red onion, some cilantro, and I'm going to season this with some salt. Yes, salt is very important. And more lime juice.
The K Empress says Street Food Saturdays is Jamaica's Iron Chef.
It is, because we cook on charcoal and we're cooking all of those delicious food with all of those great techniques. So it's really, you know, you could not have said it any better, my dear. All right, so I want to add a little fat to that. This is totally optional. I'm adding just a little bit of olive oil. So the fresh, when you go to Mexico, everything is just so fresh. Everything is freshly made. And as I said, when I see how they cook and I see the ingredients that they use, most of the ingredients I see there, we have them here in Jamaica. They just prepare them in a different way. You just taste this. Need a little bit more salt and a little more lime juice.
Kay says, by the way, happy Father's Day to your hubby.
Kay said happy Father's Day to my hubby.
Thanks, Kay.
He said thank you, Kay. Isn't that pretty? Yes. It's very important. And so a salsa is like a chopped salad. It is very simple. This is just 4 simple ingredients. You could also put mango in this. You could put chocho in this. But because we made a mango margarita, I didn't bother to put any. You can put pineapple. The possibilities are endless. So we have 2 chunky salsas going on. This one, avocado. This is avocado and sour cream blended together with lime juice. This one needs to be seasoned also with some salt. And these are our salsas. Isn't that lovely? Very simple. Very, very, very simple. We get these out the way. Nobody not talking to me tonight? You don't have any questions?
Kay's asking, where did you find the avocados?
Okay. I went on a avocado hunt in the market yesterday. And trust me, one guy I saw with 2 of them overpriced one, and I just had to buy one. The season is coming in, but it's not quite ready yet. So it's difficult, but I gambled yesterday and I won because I found it in the Coronation Market.
Kay's asking, how long do the tamales to steam?
The tamales are going to steam for 30 minutes. Thank you for asking.
Colette Allen Walker is watching from Grass Ridge, Mount James.
Grass Ridge is in the building. My place. Welcome, welcome, Colette. Remember, guys, to share the live. And for those of you who have not yet subscribed to the YouTube channel, I ask you to do so. So our salsas are ready. Oh, let's talk about the meat. Somebody have a question?
Lady Lion was saying you certainly love your mangoes.
I do. I love food, and I love when it is in season. I just want to eat as much of it, especially when I think about the creation of food, when something like a mango can grow on a tree and it tastes so sweet. To me, that's a miracle. So I try to indulge in everything that is fresh. All right, guys. So when I thought about this meal, I thought about what I had at home and what I needed to buy. So I had chicken, I had pork, I have some fish, you know. And so what I want to show you that you can use a little leftovers and create a whole new meal. So this is fish. This is seasoned with some Mexican spice, and this is why it is so brown. And these spices are cumin and coriander, some smoked paprika, and some dried chili powder. And this is just basically fried. Okay, in another life this was sliced fish, but I kind of manipulated to look like this. This is pork. This is also seasoned with Mexican spice. In Mexico they use a lot of cinnamon in their cooking and oregano, so this pork has the cinnamon, oregano. It also has some allspice and some cloves. Anybody have questions for me? And then finally, this was some roast chicken, and all I did was to take the flesh off, and this one is very simple done. This just has salt and pepper because I wanted the flavor of the chicken to shine. Nobody's talking to me? All right, so we have our 3 protein: chicken, fish, and pork. So everybody's welcome tonight, plus we have vegetables. So if you're a carnivore, if you're a chicken eater, if you are a fish lover, there is something for everybody this evening. Okay, so now I want to move on to the dessert. And the dessert that I'm making today, it is called a stout. So it's my take on cookies and cream. This is actually a brownie that I baked earlier. And let me tell you a little secret, it's a brownie mix. All right, don't bother try baking it from scratch. It's a brownie mix. I'm gonna take it out of the pan so you can see what it looks like. And then what I did, I made a custard from scratch. And to make a custard, you whisk cream and eggs, or milk and eggs. I actually use cream, 1 part cream, 1 part evaporated milk, 5 eggs, and my daughter I with some sugar, and my daughter just stand there and whisk it slowly. I'm going to show you what that looks like. So this is the brownie. Again, I line the pan. I'm just trying to take the paper off. See that? Very easy. Uh-oh. It's coming off. So good. And this brownie has nuts in it. Here's the nuts. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it in 2 so I can get more from it.
Brian Peanut Man Walker says hi.
Happy Father's Day. You guys say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there? Well, if I didn't, I'm saying it now. Oh, and by the way, I want to say a very happy Father's Day to all my brothers. Okay, all my brothers, and I'm going to start from the oldest to the smallest. So happy Father's Day to my brother Robert, my brother Everton, my brother Horace, my brother Andrew, and my baby brother Brian. All right, I hope you guys are having a good one.
Brian Walker says, I remember when you used to bake and eat all the cake from the fridge.
Yeah. All right, people. So, trying to use my little fancy cookie cutter there. And I love to put the desserts in jars because you just put them in the fridge and then my family can just help themselves.
Lady Lion, the salsa looks so Odita, so pretty.
Thank you. That's the beauty of nature, my dear. Nature is absolutely beautiful. for the life of me, I can't seem to find my serrated knife. You know, when these kids use your stuff, they don't put them back. So my brownie is falling apart, but no worries. Let me show you what I'm going to do with it, since I'm in charge of it and not it in charge of me. So you take some pieces and you put it in the jar, just like that. And it's similar to the banana cream pie we made in a jar a couple weeks ago. And then this here is a stout flavored custard. And a custard is a cooked mixture of egg and cream, and it is sweetened with sugar. Okay, so any questions? No questions? All right, guys, let me know where you're watching from. Okay, so you put it in a cup to make sure that you have control. So you pour some cream in, some custard in, and then, and this custard, if you've ever had, did you feel like stout ice cream is good? This is better because I use 1 whole bottle of Dragon Stout plus some rum and cinnamon and all of the good things them.
Lady
Right.
Lion is asking you to repeat the stout, please.
The stout, this is a stout flavored custard, and a custard is made by mixing cream, sugar and eggs together. You whisk it together and then you cook it over very low heat. You can't walk away from it. You have to stir it until the egg protein thickens up the custard like this. Then we're gonna add some more. And then finally, I will put some caramel on top. This dessert is absolutely amazing. And by the way, this brownie mix have nuts in it. Did I tell you? Yes, it does. It has some nuts in it. All right, so these are done. I'm just gonna make 2 more because it's 4 of us. I'm so sorry, guys. I will cook for you one day, I promise.
Mr. Eddie Dawser, the brownie looks yummy.
Thank you. And this is a store-bought brownie mix. This one has nuts in it. I love the taste of the nuts, so I chose that one. It has hazelnuts. Absolutely delicious.
Kay is asking what brand brownie mix.
Holy Jesus, Kay. I don't really know the brand, you know. It's foreign to get it from. I don't know the brand. But I have one more in the cupboard, so I'll just go and look and tell you. So in a few, Kay, I'll tell you. And the purpose of the live, guys, is just to show you, you know, how you can entertain at home. You don't have to have guests to entertain. Your family should be your favorite people, and so you entertain your family, okay?
Kay is saying to find the box.
I have another one, Kay. Just hold on. Let me just get done with this so I can clean up. And a brownie is a cross between a cake and a cookie. So it's very gooey and sticky and delicious. And sometimes I'm a chef, but I don't always cook everything from scratch. You know, I just think of something, and if there's something that I can buy that is very good in the store, I'll be using it. Like this brownie. So are you guys still with me? You're not falling asleep on me?
Sherry says it looks so good.
Thank you so much. All right, let me just clean up. When you're cooking, it's very important to clean as you go. Everything is more together that way. Guys, try this margarita. The margarita is simple and it's delicious. You can also make it with sorrel with a nice red syrup and some liquid ginger. Makes a nice margarita. So you see, any questions?
Karen Hardy in New York is saying, loving this, looking delicious.
Hey Carrie, thanks so much for watching. I just want to put every single drop of the brownie in it.
Kay saying she can't fall asleep with a good chef.
Okay, thank you for that, Kay. Because I want you guys to learn something also.
Mr. Eddie daughter is letting you know she's still here.
Hi, Mr. Eddie daughter. Welcome. So we're going to take this out the way.
Nicola Bless says, Sim was cooking.
Hey, Nix. We're doing a Mexican fiesta. Alright guys, feast your eyes on the brownie. Let me just grab the caramel sauce.
Nutsy Treat is saying, hey sis.
Hey. Hey Brian.
Janet Beckford, great evening, my amazing chef.
Hi Janet, welcome. Welcome, welcome.
Karen Hardy is adding, could I use a different cake from the brownie?
Definitely, Carrie, as a matter of fact. I had a totally different cake, but your nephew ate it off. So I had to bake this brownie on the fly.
Kay saying, remember to check on the tamales.
Thank you for that, Kay. I'm going to do that right now. All right, so.
Hey, Auntie, it's Brianna. Looking good, Auntie.
Hey, Bree. All right, guys, so come and check out the tamales. They're getting there. They're not quite ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip them around, so what's at the bottom is going to now go on top, like this one here. Be careful because we're cooking with what? Steam. All right, here we go. And this is what it is. So we have the water at the bottom that creates the steam, and then we cover it and the steam gets trapped in the basket.
Nutsy
Alright.
Treat, how we can get some of the food when you finish?
You know, you're welcome to it. If you can come by, you can get it. Guys, I love to clean up as I go along because when I'm finished cooking, there should be nothing to clean. So for those who are joining, Nikki, you were asking what's cooking. We're doing a Mexican fiesta. So the dinner tonight is inspired by Mexican food. And so of course, I have to put my Jamaican twist on it. So for our first course, we did a jackfruit and mango margarita. Cheers.
Nutsy
We made
Treat.
salsas. We have chicken. And also fish and pork to go into our tacos. What is Nutsy Street saying?
Email it to me.
Email. You slacker, you. Email it to you.
Karen Hardy is saying, you make everything look so easy.
Oh girl, you know when you do this 100 times, it tends to be a little easier. Alright guys, so I'm gonna put the desserts in the fridge for them to chill
What's about the caramel sauce?
until, I'm just gonna chill them a while and then put the caramel sauce on it just for the finish. So this is why I love to put them in a jar, because you can cover the jar, see? Just cover, aren't these pretty? And you can give these as a gift. those who didn't see, our, what did I call this again? Our dessert in a jar.
Patricia Brown says hi.
Hello, my sister. How are you? So guys, we're waiting on tamale to cook. I didn't want to make the tortilla from scratch tonight. So I'm just using tortillas that was store-bought because I have so many of them in the fridge and I want to use it up. So you just choose your favorite flour tortillas. You can cut them smaller. I'm going to warm them up and we're going to fill them with our lovely filling. And this is my lovely tortilla container.
Nicola Bless says, sounds delicious. My mouth is watering.
It is delicious, Nix.
Dope, that one. What are you making tonight?
We're doing a Jamexican fiesta. I soon tell you I'm still looking for my caramel. We're doing a Jamexican fiesta, so we made margarita. We are making tacos with 3 fillings, and we're making a tamale. And then finally for dessert, I did a stout crema and brownie, and we layer that into a jar. I found my caramel sauce, thank you. And so for those of you who don't know, I also have a line of preserves that I sell. And usually I come out twice a year with this. So this is a tamarind caramel that I'm going to be using in our dessert tonight. And this line is called Fruit Silly. Alright, we make many types of preserve. Like for example, we do a salad in a jar. We have a chocha relish. We have 2 types of caramel, a coffee and a tamarind. We also have, what else do we have? We have a pineapple chutney. We have a jackfruit butter. We have so many things that we sell. Questions?
6,997 James is asking, how can I order a meal? Do you take orders?
Order what? A meal?
Yes.
Oh yes, you can order your meal at Street Food Saturdays. That is the meal part. But what we do here on the live is just sharing what I prepare at home. And if you'd like the recipes, you can find the recipes on our YouTube channel, Next in Food. So we ask you to go over there and subscribe. So, for all the persons who are new, because I know some people just knowing me and you have not made the connection. So our business is Street Food Saturdays and we're on Instagram of the same name. We do a pop-up picnic, we like to call it, a riverside picnic in the hills of West Rural St. Andrew in a community called Mount James every last Saturday. So that is where you can come and get the food I prepare. And we only make our food using wood fire or charcoal. So that is Street Food Saturdays. Now on the Street Food Saturdays, we also make our own picnic sauces that is served with the meal. And those sauces are 3 flavors. They're bottled. And I'm not using any tonight, but they're called Tamarind Boss, Guava Genial, and Red Rage. So a guava sauce, a tamarind sauce, and a hot pepper sauce, hence the name Red Rage. Yes, guys, go ahead.
Shanique is saying, Miss, why don't we make any of this in class? I'm upset. You have a lot of making up to do.
Girl, I have to teach by the syllabus. Okay? So, forgive me. So, I'm like an Anansi. I have so many things going on, so I can't put all of them on the same platform. So as Shanique said, I teach at the University of Technology School of Hospitality. So big up yourself for those who are watching from the School of Hospitality. So that's a different story. I can't just do what I want. I have to deliver the curriculum as given to me. I have to deliver the objectives of the course outline, the course that you pay for, Shanique. So we can't do everything. So now we have the Next in Food YouTube channel. This is where you can get to interact with me. You can get recipes from me. You can know all of what I do outside of my teaching and cooking on wood fire at Street Food Saturday. So it's coming together. So back to the products that I sell. I have my own line of preserves. The brand is called Fruit Silly, F-R-O-O-T-S-I-L-L-Y, you know, silly stuff. So the name is called Fruit Silly. And those we sell a lot to corporate, for corporate gifting, destination weddings. We sell them at farmers market. People buy them directly from us. So like you guys are knowing now. So I'll post the catalog with what we have so you can see what we have and you can order from that. This is a coffee caramel sauce. And this is a tamarind, and so I'm going to add one of each flavor on our dessert. Alright guys, so here is the coffee. Coffee and chocolate goes very, very well together.
Kay is reminding you of her brownie box.
Oh yes, Kay, right after this, I promise. Oh, the kitchen is so hot, it is confusing my head. So I'm just putting a little coffee caramel just to finish things off. All right, so coffee on one. And this is the texture of the coffee caramel. It almost has a Nutella type of texture. If you put it in the fridge, it will solidify and you can use it as a spread on your toast or on your bagel. It is great on cheesecake or filling in between cake. This is also great on meats. So the possibilities are endless with the coffee caramel. All right, Kay, the brownie. Let me show you what it looks like, Miss Kay, before I get any more.
Kay is asking the cost of the caramel.
The caramels are 500. This is what the brownie is. This is the brand. This is the good brand right here. And see, it has, this one has walnut. The one before was hazelnut. All right, my dear. See? This is it. All right. Let me stop advertising for them people that I don't know. But it's a good product. All right, so let me wash this and get into the tamarind caramel. Okay. So, tamarind caramel. Anybody have questions for me? Questions? Oh, I hear that we lost our Facebook people. I do apologize. Are you guys back now? We're having a little internet connection. It keeps freezing up on the Facebook side. I don't know why. All right, so guess what now? This is time to make up some tortillas, some tacos. So these are our finished desserts. Put them in a jar, and these must be kept chilled. Take these sauces out of the way. Put these in the fridge. All right, so it's time to make up our tacos. I'm just gonna go grab a tray and we're going to just warm them over the fire, and I'll show you how they're made up. All right, people, let's get my little handy dandy stove. And this is how we make up our tortillas. our tacos. I keep saying tortillas, our tacos. Turn the stove on, turn it down. These are already cooked, so all I'm doing is warming them. And you do this directly over the fire. Okay? So you just do it over your stove, or you can just put it on a tray and put it into your oven. But I like, you know, I'm a wood fire cooker, so I like fire, so I like warming them up over the stove. You can smell the aroma. Tortillas are actually a Mexican flatbread, so this is in fact a bread, all right? And this is the same thing we use to make a wrap. This got very popular in Jamaica 5 years ago, where everybody starts to make wraps, and so it is very easy to find here in the stores in Jamaica, and it is even easier to find in the store abroad. You can choose to use them as big as they are, or you could cut them smaller. We're using them as big as they are. So ask me some questions. I'm drinking some water. I'll come back. So where are my people watching from? Nobody's telling me where they're watching from? Okay. So we're making up our taco dinner. It's very simple. You lay them flat and you put the filling that you want. So I'm putting chicken on one. See that? And I'm putting fish. These are chunky pieces of fish. And then finally, pork. See how easy that is? These are big tortillas, so you can put quite a bit of filling in. Then for the fish, I'm going to be using this salsa here of onions and scotch bonnet, but I'm also using the avocado crema. No, I don't like cheese on my tacos, so I'm not putting any cheese on. Okay, and this is great for entertainment because you can just stop these and have your guests help themselves. All right, guys.
Karen, are these asking any vegan?
Yes, my darling, there is. See right here? I actually wanted to do some refried beans, but I didn't get around to doing the beans. Then we have our pico de gallo, which is, if you're entertaining and you're wondering what to do, these are simple dishes that you can do. And this is a little trick of how to stand them up. So you put one up first, and then you put another one beside it, and they just kind of lean on each other. See that? Lean on each other, just like that. These are our tacos, and these are something that your guests or your family, this is great for bringing the family together. You just put a big platter on the table, and everybody just help themselves. So they can take as much salsa as they want. They can eat as much taco as they want. This is very light. And Anybody have any questions for me? Let me just check our tamales. Alright guys, the tamales, they're almost ready. Let me just prepare a plate for the tamale. The tamale is served in a plate. It's something that you eat with a fork or a knife and fork. So we want to have that ready. A taco is something that you eat with your hand. It's like a sandwich. Alright. And these are on the big side because these are 8-inch tortillas. You could cut them smaller, or you can just buy 6 inches, but these are what I have. I have lots of them and I need to use them all up. You need to have a little container to hold your tortillas in, containers for your different meats and containers for your different salsas so that your family can help themselves or your friends. Alright, and just for picture purpose, I'm just topping up back our salsa. Make sure it looks nice on the photo when you take a pic. Anybody have questions for me?
Do you add any sauces to the tamales?
Yes, these well, I'll be adding the same sauce that we're adding to the taco. As a matter of fact, I have some stewed goat. Mexican people love goat meat as much as Jamaicans. So I made some goat meat that has its own gravy that we're going to be adding to the tamale. We will also add some salsa. So I'll show you what that looks like in a little bit. So now is question and answer time while we wait to indulge. All right, I'm gonna blend some more margarita because it's getting hot in here. Come on guys, I'm still here. You can speak to me. See where they are. Be careful, this is hot. See that? This is one that was stuffed with chicken. Isn't that pretty? So I'm going to serve this up so that you can see how you can plate it. Alright, so I'm going to serve it up with some of our salsa. You can plate anything and make it look pretty. Just gonna put the salsa around. And it's just cooling down enough so I can handle it a lot better without burning up myself. You can put some of your avocado crema in the middle, and then
Okay.
and then we can tidy it up a little bit by just squaring off the edges. See that? And voila. It's very hot. Okay, and that's all there is. You can put some of this one on top as well, because the salsas or the condiments is what really take the dish to another level. See that? And then I'm gonna come in with another piece of garnish. Have some, all this is a scallion, just to make it look more appealing. And that's it. This is our plantain and banana tamale, and this one is stuffed with chicken and Parmesan cheese. Gonna do another one that was not stuffed, for you to see how that one looks.
Kay says it's beautiful.
Thank you, Kay. All right, so we're gonna do another one. So this one is going to be the one with goat. I hope I choose right. The ones that are not stuffed should be, oh, but we switched them around. All right, so I'm just gonna take 2 out, and hopefully one of these not stuffed.
Excuse my flawless. Oh my god, looks so good.
Thank you, my dear. So these are all the simple stuff. So the only thing that is standing in your way when you're cooking is your imagination, okay? So you don't have to go all the way to Mexico to eat Mexican food. You can have Mexican food at home, your way. Present it to your family, your way. So, tamale with chicken and tamale with goat. All right. Turn the fire off. I'm just hoping this is the one without. And by the way, you can also serve it in the banana leaf. It's a little bit hot. When it's hot, it's still a little bit soft, but because I want you to see what it looks like. See that, guys? Isn't that pretty? And guess what? It tastes like ripe plantain and banana at the same time. You know, that sweet ripe plantain taste. That's what it tastes like. And Carrie Ann that was asking, this is a great vegan option. As I said before, vegan food is not just for vegan, it's just more plant-based, and everybody can enjoy plant-based food. So this can be made with sweet potato as well. It can be made with cassava. It can be made with Irish potatoes. It can be made with straight bananas. So any ground provision you can use to make the tamale. You can use fresh corn. You can use cornmeal only. However, if you're using cornmeal, you have to use 2 part water to 1 part cornmeal. So what that means is if you are using a cup of cornmeal, you are going to need 2 cups of water. Everybody get that? If you're using a cup of cornmeal, you're going to need 2 cups of water and 1/4 cup of butter. Now this is goat. Let me tell you, you think that Jamaicans love goat meat? Check the Mexican people. They eat a lot of goat meat too. And see, we put some sauce on it. This one is actually my absolute favorite one. I love goat meat, and I love goat meat is not only had with curry. It's a stew. You can make it with whatever seasoning. And a lot of times people say, oh, I want a different taste. The different taste in your food comes from the different seasoning. So if you use the same seasoning all the time, you will only have one taste. So next time you're walking down the seasoning aisle, pick up some different seasoning and try something out. Don't be afraid to try out new flavors. All right, so this is our goat tamale and this is our chicken tamale, guys. Let me just take these out the way and put up all of our finished dishes so that you guys can have a nicer look, a closer look. So these are our tacos. You could serve the tacos like this, just in a bowl, and your kids can just help themselves. If you don't want to serve it family style. All right. Serve it like that. And we're just going to replenish everything. Make sure that everything looks nice and fresh. So I do hope you guys learned something tonight. This is our Father's Day Jamexican Fiesta. And this dinner did not cost a whole lot of money. It's very inexpensive. It's different, but it's also familiar. So I thank you guys so much for letting me into your home or wherever you are, and I appreciate you coming into my home to watch me cook for you, to watch me show you how you can make simple and delicious dinners at home. So guys, I'll see you next week on another of my live, God's willing. And the Facebook people, I do apologize. You keep getting bounced off. I don't know what's going on with that, but thank you for coming back and sticking around. And for Instagram people, Joan, hi Joan. And thank you very much for everybody who stayed with us tonight or who just came on to see what's going on. For those who missed the live, we will save it and share it with you. And just to recap, tonight we did a Jamexican Fiesta. We started off with a margarita that was made with mango and jackfruit. Then we went into making 3 types of salsas. We made an onion and scotch bonnet salsa. We make a pico de gallo, which is tomatoes and tomatoes, bell peppers, onions, and cucumber. We made an avocado salsa. This is our pureed salsa. So this is avocado with sour cream. And then we added those to our tacos, and we had 4 different proteins for a taco. We did a fish taco. We have a pork taco. This type of taco is called carnitas. We did a chicken taco, and then we made a tamale that is topped with some stewed goat meat, and the tamale that is actually filled with chicken and Parmesan cheese. I do hope you enjoy. And then one last thing, we made a dessert. Mexican people also love chocolate. Just like how we have the cocoa plants in Jamaica, they have it too, and they make the most beautiful chocolate. And so I made a chocolate brownie for our dessert. And this is what our dessert looks like. So this is our stout. What did I call it again? It is a stout cream. So it's a cream that I made with stout and cream and milk and eggs. And then I layer it with brownie and topped it off with coffee, caramel, and oh yeah, Mexican people also have lots of coffee. So I do hope you enjoy, guys. Take care. I'll see you next week. I need to go wipe off all of this sweat. And for those who have not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, it's called Next in Food. Click the link in our bio, or if you're on Instagram, to subscribe, or just go over to YouTube, type Next in Food into the search bar and press or click on the subscription button. And for all our Instagram followers, our takeout is next weekend. For those who have not ordered yet, please do so quickly and early. We're only doing 2 proteins for takeout. We're doing our rumfire shrimp and our crispy pork belly, and we'll be having 2 drop-off points. One in Twin Gates Plaza beside the Brooklyn Supermarket, and another in Manor Park beside Burger King, hopefully, but we will let you know. But definitely Twin Gates and Manor Park. So place your orders for your pork belly and shrimp, and let me know where you want to pick up. I'll see you next week. I'm your Diva Chef, Simone Walker Barrett. You guys take care.